Hey guys, Brad Gilmore here. Want to give a big shout out to our title sponsor, Walker Texas Lawyer. If you or a loved one have been injured in an accident, whether that be a car, truck, motorcycle accident, or some kind of other issue, hit up Walker Texas Lawyer at 713-552-1117 or walkertexaslawyer.com.
Oh, Brad, what have you done now?
Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, and around the world. TV host, best-selling author, and radio personality Brad Gilmore brings you a collection of conversations with stars from movies.
Matthew McConaughey.
Brad Gilmore.
Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, how are you?
The legendary Mr. Christopher Lloyd. Christopher, how are we doing?
I'm doing good. Great introduction.
Jessica Alba and Lizzie Mathis. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Kevin Costner joins us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Television.
Jimmy Fallon joins us this morning. Jimmy, how you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Thank you so much, Brad, for having me. I appreciate this, bud.
Kelly Ripa.
Brad, thank you for having me.
Comedy.
Jay Leno joins us. Jay, how you doing?
Hey, Brad, what's going on?
Chris Tucker is in the building. Chris Tucker, good morning to you.
Hey, Brad, and good morning to you. How are you?
George Lopez joins us right now. George, how are you doing, sir?
Good morning.
Music.
Lola Monroe.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The legendary frontman of AC/DC, Brian Johnson, joins us right now. Brian, how you doing?
Good morning, Brad. What looking at you, give me funny, lad.
Megan Trainor.
Thank you so much, Brad. You're awesome.
Chloe Bailey joins us. I appreciate the time.
Appreciate you.
And more. This is The Collection. Now your host, The Boat.
Brad Gilmore!
Well, we'll get to more of that here in a minute later on in the show. But right now, we're going to welcome on Booker and Greece. We're going to welcome on. He is an ESPN UFC analyst and host of Good Guy, Bad Guy, the one and only, the often imitated but never duplicated, known the world round. Mr. Chael Sonnen joins us right now. Chael, how you doing?
Tell them, fellas, man. I'm doing great. It's good to hear you guys' voice.
My man.
No, it's good to hear your voice, man. This is Booker T. Hey, man, talk to me. Talk to me about. I'm gonna dive right into it. The main event. Let's go there first with Sean O'Malley versus Dvalishvili. We know this is fight 2. We know Sean O'Malley. This is a crossroad for Sean O'Malley. If he doesn't get past Dvalishvili in this fight, this pretty much is definitely going to put him in a mind state to where, you know, am I built for this? Talk to me about that fight in your opinion.
Yeah, Booker, I fully agree with you. Look, anytime you're going to do a rematch, you have to be ready to answer this question. What's going to be different this time? But O'Malley can answer the question. He has changed everything up. He stuck with his same coaches. He stuck with his same gyms. But they brought in different training partners. Demetrius Johnson, for example, who's said to be the greatest to have ever done this. He also stopped smoking marijuana. He stopped drinking alcohol. Now, does marijuana and alcohol make you any stronger, make you any faster? It's not the point. The point is a level of discipline. Sean wanted to know. And there is a time, right before you leave the locker room and you walk to that cage, there is a time when you will ask yourself, have I done everything possible to give myself an opportunity to win tonight? And Sean's answer last time was no. He played a little bit too much. He had a character known as Sugar, and it was a big star. It was working really well, but he was giving a lot of time and energy to the character as opposed to the person and the athlete, and he has put everything on hold and is fully focused on this fight. Is that enough to make up a difference? Yeah, probably, yes. He only needs a couple of percent. I mean, he only needs to be 2 or 3% better than he was last time to win this fight.
Chael, I don't believe it, by the way. It's Greece. It's always great to talk to you. You are one hell of a good guy. The name definitely suits you, but doesn't at the same time to anybody who knows you. But you're a guy who knows this, man. You're a guy who people said, hey, Chael talked his way into those title fights. It's his persona. You were the guy who paved that way for someone like Conor, and Muhammad Ali did it first, obviously, but you were that guy in the UFC. So how does O'Malley turn it back? You just said that's what he's doing. How does he do that? How does he – you've done it. You had Anderson Silva beaten in Brazil. How does he turn back from that character and become that world-class athlete again with Merab pushing him? You've done it.
Well, thank you, Greece. That was a nice thing to say to me. I appreciate that. But yeah, it is tough. I mean – the character is an extension of yourself. And so, you know, you're supposed to turn the volume up is what I think I've heard Booker T say before. So I only bring that to you because it is kind of hard. You don't want to kill a character. You're having some fun with it. You do have a couple of masters to serve, and one of them is moving pay-per-views, moving tickets, moving merchandise. And I just think that Sean, it became so interesting. I mean, he was the sport's biggest star. He has the 2 biggest live gates of last year. He has the single largest gate in the history of the UFC. So he's a massive star. And at the same time, what was so great about this is he went so quiet. He did so little media that in itself created media. That in of itself started to become interesting. What is going on? And that's where we start digging into it. We find out that he's not into the marijuana as much. He's not drinking as much. He liked to go out and meet different girls. And this is him. I'm not speaking outside of school. He came out and told this story, and he just stopped doing all that. He's fully focused in on Merab. Merab is a very hard fight. But when I brought to you a second ago, he only needs to be a degree or 2 better. I mean, that last fight was very close. It was officially 3 rounds to 2. But Sean disagrees with that. Sean thinks he got a bad decision that night. He believes he won 3 rounds and only lost 2. And I'm only sharing for you, if he's right, if they were, in fact, as competitive as Sean believes they are, you're playing a game of inches. And if he can find that through sacrifice and discipline, it's going to help him.
Well, you know what, Chael, Brad Gilmore here. I want to talk about that co-main event, Juliana Pena, Kayla Harrison. We have a lot of things could potentially happen in that fight, but just kind of how do you see the lay of the land between these 2 women?
This is so interesting to be out here. I mean, there was a tension in this building. There was a tension at the press conferences. Now you've got dangling over this. You've got an overlay of the Queen, Amanda Nunes. So the Queen is going to be in attendance, and as far as I can tell, she's doing nothing more than looking for media attention, and I would play it the same way. I don't think she's got any intent in coming back and fighting. However, she's already fought Juliana twice. She's not coming back if Juliana wins. She's only coming back for a potential fight with Kayla. I don't think that's true. I think that's just headlines, but I'm sharing with you the way the story goes, that puts a pressure on Kayla. Kayla's going to look across the ring and see the Venezuela vixen staring at her, the world champion, and then she's going to look out of the ring, and she's going to see, the greatest to have ever done it in Amanda staring at her as well. And your mind starts to get distracted. You really do start to think about those things. And it's very small, but if you can get your opponent to lose their focus even a little bit, I just don't think there's any room for error with Juliana. She is a 5-1 underdog. We've never had a champion be a 5-1 underdog. We've had championship fights, but not the actual champion. I don't know how we got to this conclusion. Juliana is not going to get ran over tonight. That I can promise you.
I got one question. We got we're coming up on a break here in a minute. Juliana Pena plus 455. Kayla Harrison minus 625. I got 2 questions here real quick. Do you think Juliana can win this fight, as well as do you think Kayla Harrison's biggest problem in the UFC is going to be cutting weight and trying to make weight in that weight class?
I really respect that she got down to 135 pounds. She said the last time she weighed 135, she was a sophomore in high school. And just to remind you, she won 2 Olympic gold medals, but the second one was at 172 pounds. So I actually think it's going to help her. I think it's going to help her condition. It's going to help her cardio, and she's going to be very strong. To your other question, Juliana can win this fight. Absolutely. Now, there's 2 Julianas, and one of them's pretty good, but one of them is world-class. She needs the world-class one to come tonight because she's going to find herself in little positions throughout the night where, do I want this bad enough? Can I scramble off the bottom? Do I want to defend this? Can I keep my back off the cage? It's going to be these real small things. But you got to understand, judo, which is what Kayla does, judo doesn't have a huge history in the UFC. We've never had a judo champion aside from Ronda Rousey. We've never had a judo practitioner even fight for the belt. We've never had a judo practitioner that was a number 1 contender. It's never happened. It's not an overly effective art, and people don't like that, but it's the truth.
Well, look, you couldn't say it better than the man himself, Chael Sonnen. Chael, man, we really appreciate you joining us, man, on the Hall of Fame. Thank you so much for your insight.
See you, fellas.
Boom.
That was the man right there. We're going to talk more about UFC 316 and will the underdog continue to prevail. This is the Hall of Fame countdown to UFC 316 on ESPN Radio, ESPN app, and Sirius XM.